Okay, now I can take this board that I've already made a little cut on, drag it back into place over here. Now I've got to take off let's go over here and look, see how close we are. So this actually, I think, should go all the way so that this point is all the way snug into that point, which means I can make a mark like this, and then I can come back and make another mark using one side of that to line it up with. This. Now what I want to do is not have, see, I've got about 13 inches from that point to that point. And here I've got, and that's still not exactly what I want it to be, but here I've got about 10. So I don't want to cut this too deep and have this part over here be a problem. Now what I can see though, just by where this mark is, I literally need to take this back literally to about right there. So we're going to modify that mark by, say about, it's about a 1/4 inch. And when I cut this, I want to cut this mark right here, not this outside mark, and I probably want to run my saw blade along the inside of that mark. So I'm going to set all this aside and push this board over there like I did a while ago, more or less. Alright, now we can see how this fits here. That's pretty close. I could shave off a little of this back here and get a nicer cut. I think I will. So I'm going to go back to the saw. It looks like I'm going to take a little bit off the far end anyway to make it fit right. It's better to cut twice and get it right than cut once and have it never be right, I think. What I'm going to do is just eat a little bit off the side of this cut. I want to cut more as I get farther down. So I will literally start. Pretty careful cut. The way I'm using a rock, sand the edge off. Works as good as sandpaper sometimes. We've got a little tiny bit of an overhang down on this end. So I think what I'm going to do is mark that and cut it back over there. I don't want to cut anything over here by the pool because I don't want to get sawdust in the pool. And it looks good up here. Now what I can do is pull this over and put a screw in it. That board's got a little warp to it, which isn't so bad. And although it is true, you leave a little bit of a crack between each board to let the water through and to allow for shrinkage. It's not so critical, so that I can't pull this up tight and be okay. The other end down there is wedged in good. By the way, I used the hammer to Sometimes it's a little bit hard to get these screws to start. That looks good. And now the next board will go here. And I'm going to want to cut some off of it. I think I might want to spin this board around. I like this end here better than I like that end. I'm going to be cutting that end. So what I'll do is this right here. And while I'm here, I can put a few more screws in here. I like to put screws in this pretty regularly, otherwise it gets kind of hard to find the joist as it goes across. They're pretty easy to find right now. Now each one of these is going to need at least one more screw in the other side of the board, but I can come back later and do that once I get everything in place. It may be one of those days where I want to do it in my bathing suit. What I was doing yesterday is I'd jump in the pool and then jump out and screw some screws in and jump back in the pool and cool off. Kind of close to what I used to do back when I was a kid. And I was trying to do a little something around the house then, you know, jump in the lake, cool off, and then go back to work, get all sweaty, and then go back and jump in the lake again. Kind of the same. Not that much difference. I think I'm going to do one right over there. I got an edge that's kind of sticking up high. A bit too. Alright. Alrighty. Now we go to this next cut, and I might go in the house for a minute before I cut any of that, just to rest and to think about it. Because sometimes it's better to do things healthy than not.